Hey guys, so I'm back with another book. This one is the second book in the series. It is of Children of Blood and Bone, and this one's called Children of Virtue and Vengeance. And it did not disappoint. So after I finished Children of Blood and Bones, I was so hyped. As you can see, like I loved it. If you've seen the other video about it, and then so I started looking at like cast from the movie, because I'm like, okay, now I can like see who is who and what is what type of thing, since I know who the characters are. So I did that, and then along with that, like stuff started popping up about book 2, and I seen someone, they're like, oh, book 2 was a snooze, I did not like it, blah blah blah. No, book 2 was it. It was I don't, maybe not just as good as the first one, because it always seems like the first one is just like so good, but of any series, it's just like, oh my god, like when it's good, it's good. But this one is like very comparable. I think book 2 like really, or book 1 really got me and my heart. And this one, it's just like you see the like main characters like grow, and there's just a lot of like, oh my gosh. So we like pick up where book 1 left off, of course, because they go like together. And like I said, we get to know the characters a little bit better. You get to see their personalities more. And the storyline is good. It's just like a lot of like back and forth. And the thing that I like is like, it feels like it's several stories inside of one story, because you have like this big thing, which is like the war that they're fighting, and they're trying to save their people. Each side, of course, is trying to save their people. But in the midst of that, you have like love, and we can't forget that these characters are like teenagers, and like when you're a teenager, like love is so innocent and pure and beautiful, and you have like this love going on where they're like loving each other and like looking out for each other like you would think adults would do. And then you also have like actual like romantic love going on. You have betrayal, you have hurt, you have loss. The writer just does, I don't know, she just does such a good job. Like it just draws you in. You literally, for me, and even for my daughter, because I'm reading these books out loud with my 13-year-old, and it's like we're just drawn to the characters, and we're like reading, and we're like, oh my gosh, like why did that happen, and why would that, you know, like all these things, and we're discussing it, and it's just such a beautiful thing, and it's such a fun thing to do with her, especially at this age. I love reading. She was really into reading. I'm trying to get her back into reading. She just like fell off a bit, but you know, she's a teen, she has to pull away, blah, 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 you know, that type of thing. So I get it, but I'm just trying to get her to like stay with reading, because I'm like, it's such a good and beautiful thing. But this book is, it makes it easy. Like she really looks forward to our morning reads when we're reading these books, and she loves them so far. I also have the book like Akata, I think it's called Akata Witches or something like that, and we're gonna read that too. I'm getting her copies so that we can read them together at some point. This school year is all booked up, but next school year, when she's in next year, we'll read it. But anyhow, I'm like going off. This writer, she did her thing. It's like, what's today? October 31st as I'm recording this, and we're gonna start the third one on the 1st, which is tomorrow. And I cannot wait. I'm so excited to read the third one. I know I'm gonna be sad, because like when we finished Children of Blood and Bone, I'm like, oh my god, we gotta say goodbye like for a few days, and then but we were able to pick this up. And then this one, I'm like, oh my gosh, we gotta say it again. I'm like, we gotta say goodbye to their characters. Like I love them. And so I know it's gonna be like, oh my gosh, on book 3, because that's it. And I do follow the writer on TikTok. As I mentioned in the other video, if you haven't seen that, she is doing a movie for these books. I don't know exactly if it's like just book 1, if it's all 3 books. I don't know how that works, but I know I'll be there. Whenever it releases, I will be there. My daughter will be there. Hopefully my husband and my other daughter, but I know at least 2 of us will be there. I can't wait. I can't wait for merch. I just can't wait for the whole thing. And I can't wait for book 3. And then she said she's working on a book 4, which I have no idea what that's about. But I do know that more than likely I will be getting that book. Like I'm about 98% positive that I'll be getting it, because her writing is just amazing. I don't know, like I'm not a fantasy reader kind of thing. That's not my steez. I even tried like a different fantasy book. But yeah, she's making me kind of like it. And whatever she's doing, maybe she's working some magic in these books. I don't know, but whatever she's doing, I'm falling for it. I'm excited. Again, like I said, I have the other book series, which I'm thinking not similar like that, but in a general sense, similar. We've read TJ Young and the Orishas. We're up to like book 3. I think they're coming out with a book 4 soon. Are the writers coming out with a book 4 soon? And then we've read, I don't know what the first one was, but the second one that we're about to read, I think in December, is Bones at the Crossroads. I can't remember what the first one was called, but that was a really good one too. And so I'm pretty sure part 2 will be really good. But I'm loving all of this like black magic. I love it. I love it. The African magic. It's everything for me. And so I'm looking into more books that are, you know, kind of similar, because I'm like, okay, I've read like 3 different authors who are writing kind of the similar, not similar because the stories are totally different, but I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to knock them or say they're copying each other or anything like that. But I've read 3 like similar, and I am loving it. And I'm like, ah. So, yeah, highly recommend it if you can't tell. But into the next one. Bye.